Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Horn of the Abyss. It's the Forged in Fire campaign. Let's collect our army from this abandoned mine and we'll abandon the goblins inside. That seems appropriate because there's nothing else really to do here apart from figuring out how we're going to beat these Athreat Sultans, and the answer may well present itself in the future. So we're going to embark upon our airship here, because there's not really too much else to do. And we do have this fire elemental person here that we could have a look at. We'll also see what's over here, because we could actually access this white monolith two-way. There's also some gems here. There's actually a decent amount. So let's have a look. See what we can find in this area. It's a very sandy area. And they give us knowledge of quicksand. It makes sense because we're in the dunes. And what's over here? We've got a throng of sandworms. An interesting thing. Let's rearrange our army slightly to make sure it makes sense again, and then we'll attack them. They are going to be aggressive. It's a large number of the sandworms, but we can deal with them using the power of slow. We shall empower our bounty hunters with precision. A word I normally actually just use, unironically, funnily enough, but, you know. Like one of my stock phrases, if I need to say, oh, how can we do that? It sounds difficult. It's like, we do it with skill and precision. Yes. It's like, that will help. There's actually a ton of Orgoi-Korkoi. I'm not gonna lie here. Like, I do not know if we have sufficient army to actually handle this engagement. Nonetheless, we shall endure. We shall cast Clone. And cast another spell. Frenzy on the bounty hunters. That will get them excited. Yes, the Orgoi-Korkoi have already moved quite a distance forward, it must be said. Nonetheless, we'll attack and rejoice. Currently, we are in range, but we probably should remain in range just to draw the enemy towards various things. I'm going to attack this particular sandworm stack here, because the non-retaliation effect, while it means I can't manually activate Detonation of Death, which I just forgot to do anyway, so that sucks. Oops. It does mean they can attack and retain that, but I did forget to activate Detonation of Death. It's been the first game in a little while, has to be said. Where are you going? Okay, you are going for the clone though, which is what I wanted, so it did serve its purpose of just getting out of the way. This will get attacked, but we'll prepare. Oh, what bad luck. How terribly unfortunate for you. We could repair now, but we're not going to. We're going to cast again. Frenzy, of course, made that attack particularly powerful. Let's activate Clone again. And this time, we're going to attack here. Now I'll activate Detonation of Death, and we'll position ourselves here, killing 13 more sandworms and allowing these Orgoi-Korkoi to finish them off. Excellent. We're going to wait here. Oh, no, they're going for the automatons. And then perish. Works for me. Well, they're avoiding the clone. I guess they don't want to have a nice death. I mean, I could see that makes sense, but I prepared this explosion just for you. Weird eldritch creatures, but, you know, they just didn't want to die. Is this a neuron activation? Are they showing free will? Well, we'll just see how we go, I suppose. We may be done already with this fight. 14 more sandworms bite the dust. They get shot in the face with a gun. And there's a nice little explosion waiting for them. Oh, what happened there? Well, it's over now. We can grab these resources. There's a lot of fighting for just a small pile of sulfur and mercury. I suppose they're moderate sized. But, you know, we've done that now. Oh, that was amusing. Bit of a lark, some might say. Let's explore the volcanic area up here. See if there's anything of note. Doesn't appear to be yet, but we'll have a look around. Actually, There's a well. There's also a bit of desert that's traversable. Ah, look at this. We have Volothomon. I think we could take that guy. Let's have a go, shall we? We'll disembark and then attack. Oh, the Black Keymaster's tent. Now that will prove useful. Now we should be careful of this man because he does have archers. And of course, being an Eric reskin, he's going to have a good amount of strength to him. We could activate the Spirit of Oppression, which would negate his leadership. I think that makes sense. And then we'll reduce his morale further with the Hideous Mask. I think that actually does make sense. It means we'll have no positive morale of our own, but that's okay. We weren't actually having any positive morale, so that's fine. Yeah, I think that makes sense. It's a good thing we've got this Necklace of Ocean Guidance, which doesn't do anything, so... I do want to rearrange the army slightly. We'll probably move the Sentinels up to here, just so they can attack the archers a bit more readily. Let's just see how we go with this. Okay. So we win the fight from auto combat, but obviously these losses are completely unacceptable. We want to lose nothing. So, there are a lot of Griffins, and the Griffins are fast. Now, fortunately, we have reduced their morale significantly. I suppose the Hideous Mask doesn't do anything, but yes, he did have positive morale, so that Spirit of Oppression is going to be useful. Good. But we do need to make sure we get over to these guys. Now, I could just cast Forgetfulness, of course. That is one option. Or I could just, like, teleport these guys in and just be like, hey, congratulations, death. Let's try for that strategy. Or we just cast the slow and just see what happens. But I'd like to keep these Griffins away from my vulnerable units and just send in the Sentinels. So, let's do that. We'll cast a spell on the Sentinels. Protection from water. So the Griffins choose to wait. That's fine. I don't know if Protection from Water was the spell we were looking for, but it is the spell we deserved. Let's teleport over to the archers and punch them in the face. Look at that. What a wonderful, wonderful little moment. And if we shoot them as well... they're so weak. I'll just shoot them as well. Yeah, why not? So that stack's basically irrelevant at this point. So we need to make sure our engineers are in a position that we can haste them up and just send them over. That will be useful. Yeah, we want to have all the attention on the automatons up there. We'll probably throw out a clone or two as well. Bless on the Royal Griffins. It's probably going to mean the automatons are just dead. Yes, that is the case. Okay. Well, still, they did do the job. Let's now cast Slow. Okay, that will keep them away for a turn. Anti-magic on the bounty hunters. I don't know if that's what we were looking for. So the Master Genies have been trolling a bit this particular game. We can't clone them anymore. Like, it's a particularly bad cast, frankly. I'm going to wait here. Murph on the Griffins. Well done. You trolled yourself because Spirit of Oppression just negates Murph. Okay. Archer does 2 damage. I think we can deal with that. So, we're probably going to need to cast Mass Haste soon. Because I just need to get over there and actually res this guy. In fact, we probably need to cast it very soon. We could move this guy here, or this woman rather, here, and then clone her and get her to just walk up and do the thing. Obviously we can't clone the bounty hunters. We could also just clone and just get in there to just do a nice burn. Some might say a sick burn. Why not? I think let's give it a go. Clone is one of the most powerful offensive spells we have. It's a bit out of range, actually. Mildly concerning. Air shield on the engineers. So we need to bail. As much as it's nice to get a good solid hit in there, we need to just leave. Now, because they don't have morale, we can actually afford to kite them a little bit carefully. Let's get in there for a nice torching. Yeah, they're a bit fast for my taste. Yeah, okay, this is not what I want. Okay. Let's try that again. I think we did have some interesting ideas. I hadn't considered the forgetfulness angle before. I was like thinking, well, let's just teleport in. But forgetfulness does make some sense to just sort of solve that problem immediately. That being said, I did like having all these units just over there. So let's start with the teleport. Or we'll hold off on the spell. We'll teleport now. And then we'll attack the archers. And we could hold off on the shot. Let's form the wall of bodies. This guy has interference too. Look at my power. It's dropped to 11. If I'm positioned here, and we slow next turn, might be useful. Maybe being a little bit too clever here. Bless on the Royal Griffins. Probably means dead. Yep, dead. Let's cast on the bounty hunters, who get haste. Does prove useful. We could hypnotize the archers. Certainly we need to cast that slow. Fire around into the archer stack. There we go. Stone Skin. If you're wondering, that gets buffed because of the Rocklands battle terrain that we're on. Yeah, I wanted to get in there to get a repair, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to do it right this moment. Let's pull back. Okay. Start making our way away from the enemy. Make use of our ranged attacks. Dispel on the swordsman. Okay. Now, I probably want to cast haste. I got haste on these guys. I could certainly clone them. Right now, nothing can reach, but he will have another spell soon. Let's do a nice double tap. Yeah, the cure. I was thinking that might happen. Oh, but he didn't even go for the clone. That's not allowed. That's not allowed at all. Okay. Let's mass haste. We'll then cast Counter Strike on the Sentinel Automatons. Now that's more like it. Oh yes. But the haste means we can get over to here anyway, and actually be able to reposition this stuff easier, and potentially get a revive off. So... gonna wait with the bounty hunters. Wait with the... oh... we need to position ourselves so we can actually get a repair off next turn. Let's roll into position. Armadillos, roll out. Oh, we got dispelled. That was a perfect moment for Counter-Strike too. Oh well. At least we got the retaliation on the Griffins. And we actually get to keep our automaton stack alive. So they get to sort of die another day, as it were. Nice, a full damage shot against those Griffins. Feels good. So I could teleport them out. I could also clone on the engineers. Or possibly even wait on the engineers and then do like a run in, run back sort of trick. That might be the play. Let's drop a slow now. I think that's making sense. Precision on the bounty hunters will certainly help. A nice solid hit against those Griffins. We'll wait on the engineers. Everyone else defends. We might as well just hit the archers one more time, I guess. One engineer perishing. Well, the cure was out of order. Okay, so we can get in there and repair and get out next turn. Look, I'm happy, I think, to sacrifice a single engineer if we have to. As much as I don't like losing any units, but I'm sort of in that position of... I never liked that playstyle of like just always just giving up when a single unit dies. But I know this is the sort of map it is, right? We really can't afford losses here. But we'll see what we can do. So we now have this at full health. If I drop a clone, it's going to end up here. And we're going to have to move the clone after the automaton has moved. The engineers will only back out this turn, so the clone actually may appear here. But it does mean... yeah, we may have to just let this run out this turn. But then it's not going to be able to get out again. We may need to figure out a clone on the engineers. And they'd have to get off a second repair, possibly. This is also a problem. The Griffins do need to die this turn. And yes, we could also just teleport out something. Certainly we don't want any automatons to perish in this battle. Okay. We don't have firewall or anything. Let's do a clone on the bounty hunters this turn. That makes sense. So we can easily double tap down the Griffins. And the engineers are just going to make a run for their lives. One of them's already tragically perished. So, make a run for it, engineers. Thank you. So, I think we are going to do the run it down strats here. And just try to make sure we get the engineer to get in there before it's all over. Excellent. Oh, dispel on the engineers. Yeah, okay, so the automatons will need to run this coming turn to get repaired from a cloned engineer stack. Protection from air on the bounty hunters. So we'll be cloning, but we might as well get the automatons out first. Does mean that the engineers sort of need to die this turn. The archers, rather, but we can do that. There you go, the archers. These lot can all defend. So, you guys make a run for your lives. And then we could just hold off on this shot for now. Actually, there is a minor problem. Our clone needs to perish before we can actually pull off charge forward with this bounty hunter stack and just let it die. Now that's actually useful because we want to keep these enemies back. I like the text. The engineers have exhausted their repair ability. I like how they didn't say, like, have exhausted their spell points, because that's what Pit Lords say. So you will be able to reach. So you can just defend. You can repair. Actually, 2 clones, never mind. I didn't need to run that guy down. Well, there's plenty of targets for them. Good. We can even actually have our clone do the breath attack here, which would be excellent. So in that case, we could cast clone again here. I don't know if it's... Let me check the rules on clone. Next turn I'll have to do that, because, like, I thought you could only have 1 clone at a time. But I must be misremembering. We'll attack the bounty hunters here, the Griffins. The breath attack should finish those. You can run back. You're all nice and repaired. Yeah, so we do a breath attack here. Excellent. It's a nice scorching. Oh no, dispel. And we shoot. And we shoot again. And we lost a single engineer. A little bit tragic. We'll have to have a funeral for that woman later. But we did kill this enemy cleanly. So, excellent. And more importantly, that black border guard is now accessible. There was one here to get to the serpentfly hive, the dragonfly hive. Now those just suck. Like, you have to just lose a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know if I feel comfortable attacking that, but yeah. We also get access to this area here, which might be worth the visit. If we can get the, find a decent portal that gets us down there. We can also attack these Thunderbirds if we want for some additional resources. But yes, there still is that, well, there still is that Still Eye of the Dragon, you know, I guess. I suppose the Throng of Green Dragons is an amulet of the Undertaker, which would be relevant for additional permanent stats as well. Maybe we should take a chance at the Throng of Liches. These just concern me, to be honest. These are tricky fights. I do want to do them, but it's like, I don't want to lose stuff. As it is, we're already pushing the boundaries. This fight could be tricky if there's any spellcasting whatsoever. It's actually just a lot of meat. Well, a lot of rock, I guess. Excellent. I wonder if there's anything over here. There is. A black tower. Well, that's useful. It doesn't look like there's anything else, but we'll take the black tower. Yeah. Try to do it in a way that doesn't get us killed. Yeah, so that's what I'm not wanting to have. Just don't kill a random dude. I know you're a big, terrible dragon, you know, and people need killing, but don't do that. Hang on, how about we do this? One, like that. You can kill that guy. Oh, you still didn't want to do that. Oh, because you wanted to do the breath attack. Okay, well, hang on. Okay, let's do that again. Nice troll. Not interested. Now we do it this way. Okay, that's doing what I want. Because now he sits there and breaths that. We then wait. Repair the one dude. And, you know, might as well stab him for fun, I guess. Haha! You thought I was dead! But it is me, Mechanical Crab! And, we could just bless, I guess, but I don't think we need to. We can just use the rest of the automatons. There we go. Charm of Eclipse, though, and some money. That may prove useful. To decrease enemy spell power. Let's hop back into our airship, shall we? Also, why is the music repeating over and over? That seems a bug. Anyway, we can now probably challenge this dude. I don't see too much else that's currently accessible. Certainly the extra resources are nice. There is this black border guard here. That could be interesting. I haven't explored this area. Now we have an airship. We totally could. Well, that being the case, we could also access this. Interesting. Interesting. Thinking emoji. Well, we shall certainly make our way in towards that area. We will need our airship, so we'll just have to, you know, accept that. But maybe there's a way we can access this area a little bit more cleanly too. Well, time to begin a voyage. We did reveal some terrain, but nothing that's we can find a suitable landing site on. Let's continue our airship adventure. Over to here. We can also bungle our way into this one-way monolith if we're really excited, but that might be stupid. Onward! And we can even disembark this turn, isn't that nice? Excellent. What do we have here? Clone! It's a good spell, but I'd already got it. Now obviously if you hadn't had it yet, this would be the chance you could get it. Still. Now green, we can't do green, right? Yeah. So that's just not a thing. Am I that interested in the green dragons? I don't think I'd speed them, do I? I'm just gonna drop a save. Can I? I don't think I can. No. Actually, I do outspeed them. Okay, we'll give it a go. Oh, but of course they're immune to slow because the whole spell level thing. Well, if we cast Mass Haste, we can get our automatons over there. We'll buff them up. Fire shield's not bad. Now, we may just have so many dragons that it's like, you know, ridiculous. There are over 100. Yeah, just saying. Now, I guess if I position myself here, I might be able to clone a engineer every turn. Oh, look, it's over. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. Not with the army I've got. Well, I won't forget about it. Well, I may forget about it, but... Can I? No, you can't, KonfluxGames. Back into your airship. Is it faster to do that? Possibly. Well, I've done it now. Let's collect this. Can I get any of these while I'm here? The answer is yes, actually. Do I want mechanics, though? Ugh. Not without being a way to upgrade these. Like, this is just gonna suck. I'm not gonna do it. I know better. I should have disembarked. I'm doing it now. Little bit of sloppiness towards the end of the video. But we have some knowledge. I know things now. I know so many things, it's actually time to finally equip the wizards well again. So that's something, I guess. Cool. Let's hop back into our little airship. And make another voyage. We'll set a course for this area. Up here. You wanted 20 crystal, which we could absolutely do. Let's disembark. Hello, Seer. +1 defense skill. You want 40 crystals. Another +1 defense skill. 60 crystals. Another +1 defense. 80 I'm sensing a pattern. Well, the defense skill was nice, thank you. I enjoyed that. We have increased our defense skill. Let's now sail over here. Is there a faster route? Not really from my current position. And now we can disembark. There's even a black two-way. Now here's potential. When we come back next time, more Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Take care.